Good morning. So, I'm currently editing some videos as we speak because I've been kind of getting behind on videos. So I did a day to life video, but then that also blurred into me finding a cat in my yard, and that blurred into going grocery shopping. So there was kind of a lot. I'm trying to separate those into different things. So those will be different videos. I don't want to put them all together. But then me filming this another day, I almost really didn't want to film anything new until I got all that together. Because I'm like, stuff is blending together and I don't like this. So we're going to get that figured out. But yeah. This is a new day, a new vlog, right? So, basically, sorry. So basically, what I mainly wanted to talk about today is, let me get this light going. Let's get the light going. What I mainly wanted to talk about is trading. I know, but you guys may or may not know, I pretty much have been feeling depressed over the weekend, over Mother's Day weekend, because what ended up happening, I really didn't tell you guys what happened. Oh, I also want to mention, I should pull it out. I found my tripod. I'm so happy. I found it in my closet. I knew it was somewhere familiar. I knew it wasn't just gone somewhere, like the kids taking it or something. So I can actually film without having to hold this. Hold on. I was depressed on Saturday and I was feeling manic. And I did not explain to you guys why. But when it comes to trading, you know, I've been doing a lot of experimental stuff with trading, like the past week or 2 weeks. I was like, let's try to do this. Like, I'm gonna just say this. I was trying a new method. I was being experimental. I don't really know why, but I do know why because I'm a curious mind. I'm a very curious person, so I wanted to see if I could make money faster doing a different method. It did not end up working, which is fine. It's okay if I practice a new method and it doesn't end up working because I have an original method that I use, which is doing one trade per day. I mean, of course, there's other things that come along with that, right? Having a strategy, blah, blah, blah. But one trade per day essentially is something that I have stuck to for a while. It's definitely, I've had to tweak it along the way, and I definitely think that I'm on my way to becoming a profitable trader now that I've tweaked a lot of things. But I was able to flip my account from $10 to $50 a couple of weeks ago, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I ended up losing all the money in a day. I think I talked about this. I don't remember if I did or didn't. I lost it all in a day because I had horrible stop loss. I had no sense of stop loss, so lost all of the money. So then I didn't immediately go back to doing the same thing. That's when I decided, well, I have nothing to lose. I'm just going to pull the money back to my account and just experiment. That didn't end up working the way I wanted it to work. So that Saturday, I ended up trading with a trading group. I'm a part of a VIP trading group. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. Especially in the past, I've tried to use it. I don't get the best results from it. But I was in a state of desperation. I was desperate. I was sad. I was just trying something, and so I ended up losing a lot of money that day. And I'm not mad about it. I'm not sad about it. I analyzed what went wrong and I analyzed, you know what I'm saying? So not only did the trading leader, whatever, that sent the signals, um, she had a bad trading day that day. So we all lost money. On top of that, I went back in and did my own trades and continued to lose a lot of money. And yes, I was sad because I was losing money, but I stopped and I evaluated what I did wrong, and I was like, I understand what went wrong here. You know, that's a good thing. It's good to understand why, I lost money. It's good to understand, right? Trading in general. You know what I'm saying? So me being able to understand why I lost money and what went wrong and what I shouldn't have did, you know, it's just good that I know that, and it's good that I'm aware of that. But, you know, my account got down to $2. So that's why over Mother's Day weekend, I was like sad. Because another thing, I don't really trade over the weekends anymore. I don't know why I decided it was a good idea to trade on Saturday. I kind of officially made that a new rule for me, is that I don't trade on the weekends. Because typically, most weekends, if not all the weekends, I just don't do well. I don't get a profit. It's really just counterproductive for me. The work that I do within Monday through Friday, everything gets undone on the weekend. So I'm like, let's just stop trading on the weekend. It's fine. But I traded on Saturday anyway. I did all the things wrong. I traded on a Saturday. I traded with this signal group. I had no stop loss. I continued doing my own trades with no stop loss. The only stop loss that I did have is I stopped at $2. Now, I've only been having a couple of dollars in my account, so it's not like I had hundreds. I only probably had like $8 at the time. Hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. So I stopped at $2. I'm glad that I had enough sense to do that. I'm glad I had enough sense to not blow out my account when I was experimenting and all of this. So I breathed on Sunday, and on Monday we started fresh. Went back to what I originally know, and that's what it ended up being. I ended up just going back to what I know, and I was just like, let's just stick to what I know and just grow my, no more experimenting, no more being manic, no more craziness. I'm tired of losing money, and I'm tired of not being a profitable trader. I just want to be a profitable trader. I just want to grow my account. So we're not doing any more experimenting or anything crazy like that. We're just going to stick with what I know, right? So now it's Friday. You know what I'm saying? I started that on Monday. Every day has been a profitable day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Every day was a profitable day this week, which is honestly expected. That's something that is not new to me. It's not something that's exciting. It's honestly expected. I understand that maybe there may be a day or two that I don't get a profit, but I typically do. So that's why I kind of trust this method the best, because it typically performs very well for me. So I was able to flip my account from $2 to $7. Now we're at $7. And I know, once again, it's not a lot of money. That's not, but it's not about the money in the account. It's really about the principle right now. So $2 to me is considered the danger zone. You know what I'm saying? That means I don't have a lot of room for error. I don't have a lot of room to mess up. You know what I'm saying? I've got to really just strategically and carefully get my best trades possible. So now that we are where we are, it feels a little bit. Anything under $5 to me is the danger zone. I'm so used to trading. I'm so used to my account being at $10 or under. So that's why I'm saying such low numbers, but I'm doing that intentionally because anytime I have re-upped my account, I've only put $10 or less in my account. I don't put hundreds of dollars right now. Okay, so where we are today is basically I got a profit for the day. I'm happy. I'm trying not to really get gassed up and happy to where I stop working, because sometimes I did that before. I was growing my account and I was like, well, I can stop working now because you know what? I'm going to make money. And then I did this whole self-sabotage thing and I went back to working. Because I'm self-employed, I can pick up work whenever I want to. But it was 2 weeks of not working, which is not good when trading didn't end up coming through. So I'm trying not to do that again, but I don't feel like really doing anything today. But we'll see. I'll still do something, but all I'm trying to say is things are looking good. Sticking to the original plan is what I'm doing. Things looking good, you know. And I had a little bit of a thought, like, what if I just put $100 in my account of my own money? What if I just deposit $100, immediately go into like $20 trades? I could make $100 in a week instead of taking 2 or 3 weeks to grow my account to the point of 200 or whatever. I could just do it in 1 week if I go ahead and put my own $100 in. It feels tempting to do that. It feels very, very tempting to do that. I have decided that I'm not gonna do it. But I gotta really catch myself because I don't know. Sometimes I get really, really risky, and I'm just like, screw it. Like, I ain't got much to lose. I don't have anything to lose. If anything, like, this makes sense. To be honest with you, I trust that I would be able to flip the money. You know what I'm saying? But I also feel like I've always wanted to just grow my account on my own. I've always wanted to grow my account from a small number to a big number and just be able to do that and prove to myself. This is why I start off with small amounts of money, because I want to be able to prove to myself that I can grow my account and then continue making money. So that's another reason why I'm kind of like, let's just keep my money in my bank account and let's just, it's going to take a little bit longer, but at this point, I have nothing but time anyway. Trading takes, at least the style that I'm trading, doing one trade per day, slowly upgrading. Of course, eventually I'm going to do $2 trades. Right now I'm doing dollar trades, right? Because my account only has a couple of dollars in it. But eventually I move on to $2 trades. I move on to $3, $4, $5, $10 trades. One trade that's worth $10, right? One trade that's worth $20. One trade that's worth 50, 100, 500, and that's where money starts to compound over time. Eventually, I'll be doing the same thing, doing one trade per day, but eventually I'll be able to do $100, right? Eventually I'll be able to do $500. Eventually I'll be able to do $1,000. And you can only predict, if I'm making $1,000 a day, that's like absolutely insane. Now, I think about things like this a lot, right? I get very excited about the possibilities of trading. I've been trading for a long time. It's been a year and a half. It's time to be profitable. And the thing is, things are making sense. That's the thing. That's the thing that's exciting to me, is that things make sense. This isn't luck. This isn't a lucky streak. This isn't a winning streak. This isn't anything like that. It's simply strategy and skill and understanding things and properly protecting yourself and things like that. There's so many aspects that go into trading, right? So things are making sense to me. That's the thing that makes me excited, is that things have been making sense for a long time. But there's just little bits and pieces that I've had to change in order for me to, you know what I'm saying? Like, once again, a lesson that I've constantly had to learn is stop loss. It's one thing to say it, and it's another thing to actually be actively trading and really controlling yourself, right? It's This is what they call trading psychology. True trading psychology isn't what you know, it's what you do. You know, I could tell myself all day and night, don't revenge trade. It doesn't work ever. Just don't do it. And I still, in the past, did it. I would lose, I would get emotional about losing, and I would just do all this revenge trading, and that would end up putting me in an even worse position. Everything that I took so long to build, it's all gone in one day because of revenge trading. Once again, you really got to control yourself when you're doing this. And that is a skill within itself, is controlling your urges. Because you're going to have the urge to just be like, nope, that didn't count. That was bad. Let me just try it again. Once again, after going through that process, I'm glad that I'm on the other side, right? I'm glad I'm finally like, okay, if I'm having a losing day, God is still good. I always tell myself this. Every day when I trade, I say, if I have a profit today or if I have a loss today, God is still good. Because if I lose once, it's okay. I can just the next day come back in, get that profit, and then continue to move on, right? That's the name of the game. Every day isn't a profit. Most days are. That's how this works. Most days are. But not every day is a profit. So when that happens, when you can just accept your stop loss, when you can just accept having a loss and be like, okay, God is still good. Next day you go in, you get a profit. The next day after that, then you're moving on. You're moving forward. But if you have a loss and then you're like, your mind starts going manic and crazy, and you're like, let me just keep going. And it's not, it's literally just, so that's what ends up getting very dangerous. That's what ends up losing you a lot of money. That's what I get really, really frustrated about, because I'm like, I worked so hard to build my account to this point to lose it all in a day. And at most, at the time, I built my account to $50, which I never have done before. That's how I know I'm close to being a profitable trader, because I've never been able to get to $50 on my own. And I lost everything in a day. I learned that lesson. Now we're back to square one or square two. You know what I'm saying? Now we're back to just getting ourselves back together. You know? So, now that we're at our little, really, I say it was $7, and I really should have been at $7, but I ended up doing a trade that ended up making me like 45 cents. It was kind of weird, but I counted as $7 because I should be at $7. I accidentally traded on the wrong chart. I should have traded on the chart where I made $1 profit. That's okay. Once again, I'm not going to sit here and go in, that didn't count, let me just try it again, because I could try again and I could lose, and then I'm going to have a bad day. Like, I'm not going to be happy. So I'm like, it's fine. I'm going to go in. I'm not going to trade on Saturday and Sunday. I've learned that lesson. And then the next week, we will continue from there. So at this rate, next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. God willing, I should be at $11 by next Friday. And then I'll be ready to do $2 trades. $2 trades only last for so long, because then once I get out of $10, I start trading with like a fourth of my account, 20% of my account, whatever. I start rapidly growing my trades. So when that starts to happen, things will start getting interesting. Right now, things are not incredibly interesting. I'm still living my life, but I'm getting excited, I will admit. We're just going to have to see what happens. If I start getting really excited within these next couple of weeks, just know that things are going good. Just know that things are going good. I predict that it should, though. I predict that as long as I don't do anything stupid, then everything should go good. That's pretty much it. I know what to do. I know how to be a profitable trader at this point. But as long as I don't do anything stupid, as long as I don't get manic, as long as I don't get impatient, say my birthday is coming up and I'm like, I want to make money on my birthday. No, I've accepted that I'm not going to be a profitable trader by my birthday. It's okay. It's okay. Like, my birthday's in what, 5 days, right? As long as I am on the road to being a profitable trader, that's enough of a birthday present to me. I've already accepted that I'm not really going to do a lot on my birthday. I have some things planned, some low-key things, and that's okay, right? I'm only going to be turning 28. So, it ain't like it's my big 30, right? Now, I hope that when I turn 30, I'm knee deep into being a profitable trader. I'm knee deep into it. I'm like actually making money as a profitable trader by the time I turn 30. I hope, right? I hope. And, you know, when I turn 30, I want to have a passport and I want to be able to go out of the country for my birthday. But being 28, it's like, I want to celebrate every year of my life, don't get me wrong. I'm happy to be 28. It's not an insignificant year. It's an accomplishment, but it's not like a milestone year. So I can accept not really doing much this year. So that's that. That's that. All I'm saying is trading is going pretty decent. This is how I feel about it. I wanted to just document how I feel, and I hope that within the next couple of weeks I can say, well done. Things have gone good. I haven't been manic. I haven't been self-sabotage-ish. I've done everything I needed to do. Once again, reiterating, I know what I need to do to be a profitable trader. At this point, it's just simply growing my account, right? And being patient about it. Sometimes the patience gets frustrating. Not gonna lie. Sometimes the patience gets frustrating. And that is another thing that can make you like keep self-sabotaging. But after going through that phase for many times, I'm feeling like let's just stick to what we know because I'm still not making money, and because of this, because of the self-sabotage. It's not because of what I know, it's because of the self-sabotage. So if we can control that, finally we can start making money, right? Finally I can quit my job and I can do trading full time, and I can really start working towards my goals, like getting a car and getting an apartment and all those things. I can still do it with my job. It's just takes slower. You guys know I'm really frustrated about having to spend so much money. My bank account seems to be to where it can't really grow the way I want it to grow because I have to spend so much money. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't even been having fun with money. I haven't been even out here like getting things I really just want. I've been only really getting things that I need, but so many things just keep coming up, and my account is still at where it's at. I'm not really going to. So money, I keep getting payments, but the rate of me having to spend, it's like, so it is what it is. This vlog alone is its own video. This is like going to be a long video, I can tell. It's just this right here is like a lot. But this is just me, my own little video diary thingy, blah, blah, blah. This is me wanting to document how I feel. I like to hope that in the future I can say, yes, I'm a profitable trader now. I've made some money now. And everything is good. Life is good. You know what I'm saying? Everything will be okay. I hope it's not the opposite, right? I hope I'm not like, yeah, it didn't work, so I don't know what to tell you. Just keep going with it, but the depression starts creeping back in. It's like, well, I don't know, but we'll see.